Welcome back to My Keto Recovery. Thought I'd talk tonight really quickly about tracking net carbs or total carbs. It's kind of a debate in the keto community which one you should be doing, and people have kind of theories about what you should be doing when you're tracking your carbohydrates. Basically, just to kind of explain what they are. Net carbs are any total carbohydrates, and then you subtract either the fiber per serving from the total carbs per serving, and or any sugar alcohols, and then you have your total carbs. So if you had a total carbohydrate serving of 10 carbs, and there was 5 grams of fiber and 2 grams of sugar alcohol, it would be a total of 7 carbs. So you would subtract those two things from the total of 10. Just as an example. That's how net carbs work. Total carbs are just like what they sound. You just take whatever the carbohydrates are per serving and then stick with those. I personally do net carbs, although I will say most of the food I eat is from whole food. It's usually very minimally processed or not processed at all. And it's in its whole state. It's usually unadulterated. I may add some salt to it, but it's pretty much all I will eat. So that's kind of what I do. Through Carb Manager right now, I'm allowed to have 22 net carbs. So I can have a little bit more than the hard 20. And again, I try to focus on whole foods. One of the things that you can run into is, like, one of the examples, I'll give an example of, is keto ice cream. There's certain brands out there, they'll say, hey, you'll have 4, 5, 6 net carbs for this whole little serving, this little pint of ice cream that you get. Technically, they're using the formula, that is true, because they're subtracting sugar alcohols, so they put a lot of things in it and a lot of fillers and a lot of fiber in that keto ice cream. The net carbs do work out that way. However, there's a lot of ingredients in there that can either cause inflammation, or it's just, probably not good for you in the long run. It might upset your GI a little bit and have some issues that way. So while they do have smaller net carbs for that kind of thing, that's why I say focus on whole foods. I do enjoy a keto ice cream maybe once every month, or maybe every 2 months or so. Something like that, something that maybe is not the best for me, but you have to live a little bit. But I wouldn't make it a weekly practice, or even and then no doubt not a few times a week, because it's just a trap, and a lot of those things have foods that can cause inflammation. They might put wheat in it. Wheat is kind of a hard strike for me. Also. Flour, sugar, those kind of things as well. There's a lot of names for those things too, and they'll kind of put those in those kind of foods, and they'll throw a whole bunch of fiber in. That's why there's keto bread, which kind of seems like an oxymoron to me, but I understand, some people just like to have bread, but I necessarily don't miss it. But they are throwing a lot of things in there, and it's not exactly the cleanest, but some people do enjoy them. Some people even have success eating what they call a dirty keto. And maybe I'll talk about dirty, lazy keto in another video. Yeah, focus on whole food and do net carbs. That's what I do. But if you want to be an absolutist, stick with total carbs and go that direction. Good luck.